Cousins now on second down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On third down, Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sua Cravens. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Gabbert now on second down. Caught. It's Huff. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third and long for Gabbert. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play clock winding down. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Gabbard on 3rd and 2. Steps away. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Again, it's Johnson. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Gabbard on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On the toss, here's Johnson. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
From the gun, Gabbard. Wide open receiver, complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Come back.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Third and goal for Gabbert. Screen play, Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Flushed out right. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run with Marshall. And he works free. Got some real estate inside the 30. And the cutback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Keith Marshall, 45 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Gabbert. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back? And it's 21-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly. In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity. All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right? I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason. It's deep in there, right? Yeah. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Second down, Gabbert. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Reset.
To throw, Gabbert. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series? Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on fourth down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. So the defense gets the pick. The offense, Charles, they go backwards, but they do get 3 points.
Very happy to get to 3, but you know who's happier? The defensive team on the other side. They shut them down after the turnover.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A good pickup there at 22.
Black down our ability. Down. Move ready. Come back. Come back. Tiger. 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 Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Interception. Cousins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They're working out of the gun. Cousins. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Final play of the half. Cousins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. A deep ball for Dotson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go to Johnson again. And some room to roam now. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's Gabbert. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. And he's not able to get away. Gabbert sacked. Preston Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Gabbert from the gun on third down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. A first down throw for Gabbert. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Gabbert now from the 50. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll be third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Gabbert. And incomplete here on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Again, it's Gabbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brian Poole. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Fresh set of downs here. They try the left side with Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Gabbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Maxwell. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down, Gabbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And some space here. Johnson jostles free, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A 2nd down throw for Gabbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, Cousins eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tressway now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Johnson on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Johnson running left. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
Richmond.
The play clock's running down. Play action now. Gabbert. it to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. This is Marshall. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Gabbard. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They pitch it out to Johnson. Oh, the spin. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
Third and long for Gabbard. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Play fake. Cousins flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Come back, come back.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Marshall. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt.